Last one for me. You didn't even know this, Will, and you definitely should have. A city killer asteroid just missed Earth. If you needed a reminder to let you know that you were floating on a rock right now. Did you know that, Will? You, right now.
Me.
Yeah, where are you? Where are you?
Rock in space.
Yeah, rock in space. Will, get with it. Think about it.
Is this the actual asteroid?
What a time to be alive, Willie Do.
This is
It snuck up on us. A city killer asteroid just missed Earth, and scientists almost didn't detect it in time. They're calling it Asteroid 2019. What an original name. Apparently, scientists missed it. It snuck up, Will. It passed 73,000 kilometers near Earth.
Snuck around.
Which is closer to our planet than the moon. It's about halfway to the moon, apparently, according to this article. That's close, dude. And the reason, so this one is about 100 meters wide, they said, which, believe it or not, in asteroid land is not that big. It's big, it's damaging, but we're tracking ones, apparently, not we. I don't do it. I don't.
No.
It'll be a cool job. It'd be a cool job tracking those asteroids, but they're tracking ones that are much larger than that. But surprisingly, even one that's 100 meters wide, it brings with it so much force that it can do just tremendous damage that you could never imagine, which is why, in order to put it in a human reference point, they're calling this particular one a city killer, because they believe the effects of this landing on planet Earth would be similar to that of a nuclear explosion. That's how much force it would bring with it. And so the thinking here is hey, how do we miss that? Because we may have come up with a plan had we seen it sooner. But it snuck in there because these ones around this size are hard to spot, apparently, prior to them reaching. Now, more than 90% of asteroids which are a kilometer or larger have been identified by NASA. So they keep tabs on those ones. They're
they tag it.
Those are world killers. Those are dinosaur extinction level asteroids. But these ones could still mess some stuff up in a big way. And they're saying they need a better plan for tracking those kinds of potential threats floating around in space. But what a wake-up call. You read something like this, Will? You realize how sensitive the whole thing... What? Giant rock? 100 meters? City killer?
There's tons of them in space.
Guy like you're walking around. You got one of these Starbucks. You got Otis on the leash. Guy like you, just walking around out there.
Walking around happy. And then
yeah, the sun is shining. Woo! City killer. Willie Do flattened like a pancake. Am I right?
Yeah.
So apparently we haven't seen something this close in a very long time, and definitely not been hit with one in a very long time as well. He stressed, Duffy, the expert, stressed the importance of investing in a global dedicated approach to detecting asteroids because sooner or later, there's one with our name on it. It's just a matter of when, not if. So it's going to happen. We're going to get hit. We're going to be dinosaurs at some point eventually. Not that I thought it would be any different than that, but this thing, it's packing a lot of power. I think there's a cool sentence here about just how much power. Oh, here we go. In 2013, a significantly smaller meteor, 20 meters across, this one was 100, which is the size of a 6-story building, broke up over a Russian city and unleashed an intense shock wave. Collapsed roofs, injured around 1,200 people. The last rock strike to Earth similar in size to this asteroid that just missed was more than a century ago, and it leveled 2,000 square kilometers of forest. So again, look, the thing has to hit a city to be a problem. Go ahead, land in a forest. Well, don't do that either, but you're gonna.
We have a lot of ocean.
It's still damaging. I think the ocean, though, might cause a tsunami.
Ripples?
It might cause a tsunami.
Huge wave, yeah.
A big wave.
Yeah.
That's what a tsunami means, big wave. Can I get a definition of tsunami? I want the real one-to-one Japanese definition. Like I don't want a big storm. A long, high sea wave caused by an earthquake, submarine landslide, or other disturbance. Okay, we could have a tsunami. Thank you very much for that, Will. If this was to hit, this is, and I quote, it would have gone off like a very large nuclear weapon with enough force to destroy a city. Many megatons, perhaps in the ballpark of 10 megatons of TNT. Something not to be messed with. What you know about 10 megatons, Willie dude? You don't know enough. Let me tell you something. You get hit with 10 megatons.
All I need is 1 megaton, really. That'll be enough.
Oh, man. Doesn't that sound powerful, a megaton? Megaton of anything.
Yeah.
That's I think it's more, what's the cartoon with the Roadrunner? How heavy is his anvil when he drops it on the Roadrunner? Wile E. Coyote. A ton.
I think it was a ton.
Ton. It should have been a megaton. New version of it. He's riding an asteroid all the way into the cartoon. Anyway, it's amazing. This type of stuff, it just puts it in perspective, doesn't it, Will? It just, you think your stuff matters. You walk around on a day-to-day basis. My stuff is so important. I'm so emotional. I got all these things, all these problems going on. Then a rock floats past you that could wallop the entire thing. And you're like, oh, yeah, right.
Those things exist.
Oh, yeah, right. We're on a rock. Right. This whole thing is bananas to begin with. We're talking and communicating in many languages. We're on a computer right now. You're watching a show through a computer. We used to be this guy right here. Will's showing a picture of a chimpanzee. So, well, maybe not him exactly, but he seems like a cool guy. It's all so crazy, but I hear this news and it puts things in perspective for me. I have a little, I feel relaxed knowing that everything's bananas and you can only control so many things. And you cannot control when that rock hits with all those megatons.